Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to the second class on ISC Mathematics, class 11. So, in the first class, I talked about quadratic equation type 1, where roots were given and you had to find the required equation. So, moving on, I'm going to solve few similar type of questions that will be asked. So, let us start with question number 9, subdivision A. Question number 9, subdivision A. The question is, if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x square minus px plus q equal to 0, so this is the equation and they have said that alpha and beta are the roots of this particular equation. Is that clear? Now I have to form an equation whose roots are 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta and alpha beta. So did I tell you this is type 1, where you have to find the equation when roots are given. So this is the first and this is the second root. Is that clear? So how do I start? So I'm going to find out the first relation, that is relation between the roots and its coefficients. Is that clear? So what is A from here? A, coefficient of x square is 1, B, coefficient of x is minus p, and C is the coefficient of the constant, that means the constant term. So A, B, C. So what was the relation? Alpha plus beta equal to minus b by A. So alpha plus beta equal to, what's the value of b? It is p. So minus b by 1. So alpha plus beta equal to b. Relation number 1. Now product of the root alpha beta equal to c by a. So what is c? C is q. What is a? It is 1. So what is alpha beta? It is q. So this is the second relation. So once again, let me get this thing clear with you all. Type 1, an equation will be given. You have to find the relation between root and its coefficients. After you do that, then we are supposed to find out the equation when two roots are given. So please, till here, I hope you have understood. So I just write out here because I need to. Okay, I just continue from here. Next, what you need to do is, now look at these two roots. The first root is 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta, and the second root is alpha beta. So what do? I need to find the sum. Sum means, what do? I add the roots. 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. This is the first root plus alpha beta. Next, now see, alpha beta is not a problem because the value of alpha beta is q. But I don't know the value of 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. That I am supposed to find. So how do I find? What is the LCM? It's alpha beta. Alpha is already there. So you multiply this with what? Beta plus alpha beta. Now put the value. What is alpha plus beta or beta plus alpha is same? It is p divided by, what is alpha beta? It is q plus alpha beta is q. So what is the LCM? It is q. So you get p plus q square. So this is the sum. Next thing I need to find out the product. So product, I need to multiply the roots. So what are the roots? 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta into alpha beta. Again, didn't I tell you? What you need, the difficult part is only this. Converting the given expression into relation 1, that is alpha plus beta, and relation 2 alpha beta, because we will be knowing only the values of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. So alpha beta is not a problem. So what do? I find out the LCM. It's alpha beta. So you get beta plus alpha into alpha beta. Now put the value. What is beta plus alpha? It is p. What is alpha beta? Q. And again, what is alpha beta? Q. Q and Q gets cancelled. So what is the product? P. And what is the sum? P plus Q square divided by Q. Now let me write down the equation. So we have come to the end of the solution of type 1. So what will be the solution? Therefore, the required solution will be x square minus sum of the root, you know the formula, into x plus product of the root. So this is the formula. So x square minus, what is the sum of the root which you got? P plus q square by q, open bracket x, plus, and what is the product which you got? P equal to 0. You can leave the answer till here, or you can even simplify further. Simplifying this, you are going to get, what is the LCM, please tell me? It is q. So you are going to get q times x square minus p plus q square into x plus pq equal to 0. So q into 0 is 0. So therefore your answer is qx square minus p plus q square x plus pq equal to 0. So this is the required answer. So I hope type 1 is clear with you, my dear students. Okay, now just to make things clear, we are going to do one more question of this form. So just keep in mind, the entire chapter on quadratic equation I have categorized into three types. Type 1 is when roots are given, you have to find the equation. So one more time, what are you going to do? First you are going to find the relation between root and its coefficients, that is alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Using these values you are going to find the sum and the product. Is that clear? That is type 1. So when we do type 2, I will just explain that also. Now look at type 2. I'm going to do one difficult question on type 2. Okay, the question is question number 10. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x square plus px plus q equal to 0, it is given that alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. You have to show that 1 divided by alpha plus beta and 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta are the roots of the equation p q x square plus p square plus q into x plus p equal to 0. So this is what we have to prove. So let me explain how are you going to solve this question. Now as I have already told you, the question says alpha and beta are the root of this equation. So I can find out the corresponding relation 1 and relation 2. Now next what I am going to do is, I am going to use these two roots and find out an equation, and the equation which we get must be equal to this. So what does that prove? It simply proves that these two roots are the equation of this particular expression. So how do I do that once again? Please just help me out. What is A? A is 1. What is B? B is P, coefficient of x. And what is C? C is the constant. So if you understand this, trust me, you will be able to do any question on type 1. Okay, so this is the first step which you need to do. Next, you know the relation sum of the root. What is the formula? Sum of the root is minus b by a. Sum means alpha plus beta. Why alpha plus beta? Because alpha and beta are the root of this particular equation. We don't know anything about this equation. So first we are using the first equation that is given to us. What is b? P divided by a. So you got alpha plus beta to be minus b. Similarly, what is the formula for product? What is the formula for product? It is c by a. So product means alpha beta equal to, what is c? Q, and what is a? 1. So alpha beta equal to q. That is equation number 2, relation number 2. This is what you are going to do for the first phase of this question. Next, now as I have already told you, I have to show that these two roots are the equation of this. These two are the roots of this equation. So what I am going to do is, using these two roots, I am going to find an equation, and I am going to show that the equation which I found and this equation is same. So for that, what you need to do, I need to find the sum first. So please help me. How do you find the sum? Sum means I need to add the roots. 1 plus alpha plus beta plus 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. So see, this is not a problem because we already know the value of alpha plus beta. So what do I write? 1 by alpha plus beta plus, what is the LCM please out here? Alpha beta. So what do I get? Beta plus alpha. So put the value. What is alpha plus beta? It's minus p plus again minus p divided by alpha beta is q. So if I take minus out, what do I get? Because see, plus into minus is minus. So if I take minus out, what do I get? 1 by p plus, so if I take minus out, you get plus p by q. So please tell me, what is the LCM? LCM is pq. So you are going to get q plus p square. So this is the sum. This is the sum. Now, what about the product? What about the product? What about the product? Equal to 1 by alpha plus beta into 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. So what do I get? 1 by alpha plus beta. Again LCM. What's the LCM? Alpha beta. So you get beta plus alpha. Put the value. What is alpha plus beta? It's minus p. Again, what is beta plus alpha? It is minus p. And what is alpha beta? It is q. So this and this gets cancelled. So what are you getting? 1 by q. So once again, dear students, just see what I have done. This equation was given, obviously has two roots, and it's given that the two roots are alpha. One is alpha, the other one is beta. Next, what we need to do, we need to use this relation which I have already taught you. That is called relation between roots and its coefficients. That is alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. Product is alpha beta equal to c by a. Using these two relations, I have to find the sum and the product. So please be careful when you are finding the sum. You need to simplify only that part which is not in the form of equation 1 or equation 2. Like in this case, alpha plus beta, I did not do anything. I did not find out the LCM because I already knew the value of alpha plus beta. So now my last step is just putting the values. So just help me out. What will be the required equation? Come on. What is going to be a required equation? So therefore, the required equation is going to be, you know the formula, x square minus sum into x plus product equal to 0. So x square minus, what is the sum? The sum is minus q plus p square divided by pq into x plus, what is the product? It is 1 by q equal to 0. So can you tell me what is going to be the LCM? The LCM is going to be pq. So there is nothing out here. So you are going to multiply x square with pq. So you get pq x square minus into minus plus open bracket q plus p square into x plus q is there. What is not there? P equal to 0. So your final step, PQ goes up, PQ into 0 is 0. So what is your answer? PQ x square plus, can I write P square plus Q? P square plus QX plus P equal to 0. Isn't this what we are supposed to prove? Is that clear? So this is type 1 for you all. Okay, next up, question number 11. This is also important. Question number 11. If the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 are in the ratio 2:3, show that 6b square equal to 25 ac. Now how to do this? So look at the question again. A quadratic equation will have how many roots? It will have two roots. So the two roots are in the ratio 2:3. So how do you convert ratio into numbers? You just multiply with a variable. So let the roots be 2 alpha and 3 alpha. I could have used x also, but since x is in the equation, so roots we are taking as alpha and beta. So once again, if you need to convert a ratio into a number, you just have to multiply with the same quantity. So I multiplied with alpha. So let the roots be 2 alpha and 3 alpha. Now please tell me what is the relation? What is the relation between roots and coefficients? Relation between roots and coefficients, what is it? Sum of the roots is equal to minus b by a, and the other one, product of the roots is equal to c by a. Isn't this the relation which I have taught you? Now look at this. Sum of the root means what am I supposed to do? This is the first root and this is the second root. Sum means I need to add these two. So you get 2 alpha plus 3 alpha equal to minus b by a. The value of b and a does not change because this is a standard equation. It's same. So what do I get? Tell me. 5 alpha equal to minus b by a. Got it? So this is the first equation. But in the proof, do you see alpha? That means the root is not there. So we need to eliminate alpha. So I rewrite the equation in terms of a and b. So alpha will be minus b by 5a. So this is relation number 1. Now do the same thing for the product. Product means I need to multiply these two roots. So what do I get? 2 alpha into 3 alpha equal to c by a, because this is the standard equation. It does not change. 3 2s are 6 alpha square equal to c by a. Again write in terms of alpha, because in the proving part alpha is not there. So I need to eliminate alpha. So alpha square is going to be c divided by 6a. This is relation number 2. So I hope till here everything is clear. So you can just pause the video for a second, take the screenshot of it, because you need to copy this in your maths copy. So it's done. Now let me put the two relations together, because look at this. What am I supposed to prove? Is 6b square equal to 25ac. That means alpha is not there. So what do I need to do? I need to eliminate or eliminate alpha from 1 and 2. And how to do that is very simple. Look at 2. Alpha square equal to c by, how much is that? 6a. c by 6a. What's the value of alpha? It's minus b by 5a. That's the value of alpha, but there's a square, so equal to c by 6a. So minus b 2 times will give you b square by 25a square equal to c by 6a. A and a gets cancelled. So when you cross multiply, you get 6b square equal to 25ac. So this is what you are supposed to prove. I hope this is clear. Now I'll be giving you a similar type of question for homework. Please do try that question at home. The question is, you can just write down the question. If the root of the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 be in the ratio 4:5, this is 2:3, now it is 4:5, show that 20b square equal to 81ac. This question please try at home and just see whether you have understood it or not. Is that clear? So this is the end of type 1 for you. So once again, those who are watching this video, type 1 is basically finding the equation. It's the reverse of what you learned in class 10. Class 10, a quadratic equation was given, you solved it by using mirror term or factorization. In class 11, from the roots that are given, that means the values that are given, we are finding the equation. Is that okay? Now this is type 2. Now move on to type 2. There are 3 types, as I've already told you. Type 2 deals with certain conditions which was already taught in class 10. Like, what is the condition for a quadratic equation to have equal root, coincident root? The discriminant had to be equal to 0. A real root, the discriminant had to be greater than or equal to 0. Is that clear? Now there are few conditions which have been added. So I'm going to explain that by giving you an example. This is question number 17, subdivision 1. 17, subdivision 1. Find the value of k so that the equation 3k plus 1, close the bracket, x square plus 2, open bracket, k plus 1, x plus k equal to 0 will have equal root. Sometimes instead of equal root, they will say coincident root. It means the same. So what are you going to do? In class 10, there was a condition for equal root. Do you remember that? The discriminant had to be equal to 0. So first what you are going to do is, you are going to write down the coefficients. What is a? The coefficient of x square, that is 3k plus 1. Then b, 2k plus 1. And finally c, the constant, that is k. According to the question, what has the question said? The roots are equal. Roots are equal, and you know in class 10 you learned that the discriminant equal to 0. What's the discriminant? B square minus 4ac equal to 0. To make it simple, so b square, negative goes that side becomes positive. The reason why I am taking the negative that side is just to avoid confusions. Now put the value of b, what is it? 2 times k plus 1 whole square equal to 4 times a is 3k plus 1 and c is k. Now please don't make the mistake of multiplying 2 with k, because as you can see on the right hand side that is 4, so this 2 means 2 square means 4, you can easily cancel that. So what do I get? 2 square is 4 times k plus 1 whole square equal to 4 times 3k plus 1 into k. So k and k gets, 4 and 4 gets cancelled. What is a plus b whole square? It is a square plus b square plus 2ab equal to 3k square plus k. 3k square plus k. Now take everything that side. So what do we get? 3k square, k square goes that side, becomes minus. So it becomes 2k square, 2k square, 2k square minus k plus 1. 2k square minus k plus 1. So this is a quadratic equation, and using middle term we are going to find out the value of k. So I'm just going to do it out here. So 2k square minus k plus 1 equal to 0. So k has two values. So what are the two values? What are the factors? 2 ones are 2. I need to get k. So it's going to be 2 minus 1. Since there's a minus in front, so 2k plus 1k plus 1 equal to 0. Yes. This is going to be minus 1, sorry. So what is common out here? 2k is common, so you get k minus 1 plus 1 is common, k minus 1 equal to 0. So k minus 1 is common, or 2k plus 1 equal to 0. So k minus 1 equal to 0, k minus 1 equal to 0, or 2k plus 1 equal to 0. So k equal to 1 or 2k equal to minus 1. So k equal to minus 1 by 2. So these are the values for which the given equation will have equal or coincident root. So you can just copy the question, copy the entire solution. Now let me do one more similar type. 17 subdivision 3. 17 subdivision 3. Subdivision 3. The question is, find the value of m for which the equation m plus 1 into x square plus 2 open bracket m plus 3 into x plus m plus 8 equal to 0 will have equal roots or reciprocal roots. So the first one is equal root. So what is a? M plus 1. What is b? Twice m plus 3. And what is c? M plus 8. M plus 8. Now the first condition which they have asked is equal roots. So what was the condition? Discriminant equal to 0. So b square minus 4ac equal to 0. So b square equal to 4ac. Put the value of b is twice m plus 3 whole square equal to 4 into what is a? M plus 1, and what is c? M plus 8. So as I've already told you, don't make the mistake of multiplying this. So 2 square is 4. M plus 3 whole square equal to 4 times m plus 1 m plus 8. 4 and 4 gets cancelled. So what do I get? This is a plus b whole square formula. It's m square plus a square plus b square, 3 square. What is that? 9 plus 2ab. 2m into 3. 3 to the 6m. Multiply this also. M into m square plus 8m plus 1 into m is m plus 8 ones are 8. So as you can see, m square and m square gets cancelled. So 9 plus 6m equal to 9m plus 8. 8 comes this and becomes 9 minus 8 is 1. 9m, 6m goes that and becomes 3. So 3m. So 1 divided by 3 equal to m. So this is the value of m which will make the given equation, the roots of the given equation, equal. Now what is the second condition? The second condition is reciprocal root. Reciprocal root. So reciprocal roots, there is a condition, but I am just going to explain. What was the product of the root? Alpha beta equal to what? C by A, isn't it? So what is the meaning of reciprocal? Reciprocal means if the first root is 2, the second root is 1 by 2, isn't it? So if the first root is alpha, the second root is 1 by alpha, so C by A. So alpha and alpha gets cancelled, so A equal to C. So this is the condition for any root to have reciprocal roots. Is that clear? So A equal to C. So what is the value of A? A equal to m plus 1, and what is the value of C? It is m plus A. So from here the value of m is not possible, because if m gets cancelled, 1 will be equal to A and 1 will be equal to 8, and that is not possible at all. Is that clear? So reciprocal root, you just use this condition, A equal to C. So this is type 2 for you. So what is type 2? A given quadratic equation will be given. You need to find out the value of the unknown using the conditions. So the first condition is equal root. It's b square minus 4ac equal to 0. Second condition is reciprocal root, A equal to C. Third, real roots. Real means any complex means any negative number inside a square root. So a number is said to be real if it is not complex. That means the discriminant has to be greater than or equal to 0 for us to get real roots. Is that okay? So this was type 2.
27.
27. Okay, I'll just do one last question. Question number 23. Because this is a very important question for you all. So I'll just do the first part. The second part you can do it easily. So I just got 3 minutes. So see, given alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x square equal to 7x plus 4. A very important question. This is question number 23. Okay, this is given, and I have to show that, number one, I have to show that alpha cube equal to 53 alpha plus 28. Now, how do I solve this? See, alpha and beta are the root of this equation. So, what is the definition of a root? A root satisfies the equation. Satisfies means when you put the value of x as alpha, then left hand side equal to right hand side, and when you put the value of x as beta, you get left hand side equal to right hand side. But out here I have to prove everything in terms of alpha. So, I'm going to just use alpha. Since alpha is a root of equation 1. Equation 1. So it must satisfy. So what do I get then? Alpha square. Instead of x, I have written alpha. So alpha square equal to 7 alpha plus 4. So this is relation number 2. Now what am I supposed to get? Show that. Left hand side, LHS. Alpha cube. Can I write alpha cube as alpha square into alpha? Yes or no? And I already know the value of alpha square. What's the value of alpha square? It is 7 alpha plus 4 into alpha. Alpha square is 7 alpha plus 4. So again multiply, what do you get? 7 alpha square plus 4 alpha. Again, don't you know the value of alpha square? What is the value of alpha square? It is 7 alpha plus 4 alpha. So when you open the bracket, what do you get? 7 sevens are 49 alpha plus 7 fours are 28 plus 4 alpha. What is that equal to? 49 alpha plus 4 is 53 alpha plus 28. Isn't this what you're supposed to prove? Isn't this what you're supposed to prove? Now look at the second part. Second part I want you to do on your own. So I have to find the value of alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. Beta by alpha. So how are you going to do this? Now the relation is given in terms of alpha and beta. So what you are going to do, look at the given equation, write it properly. X square minus 7x minus 4 equal to 0. This is the equation number 1. So what is going to be A? A is going to be 1. B is going to be minus 7 and C is going to be minus 4. So what is the relation between the roots? Alpha beta. Alpha plus beta is minus B by A. So alpha plus beta equal to minus, what is the value of B? Minus 7 by A is 1. So alpha plus beta will be equal to 7. And what is product of the root? Alpha beta. C by A. So alpha beta equal to, what is C? Minus 4. A is 1. So alpha beta equal to minus 4. So, what are you going to do? Tell me, do I know the value of alpha and beta individually? No. I'm going to find out the LCM. what do I get? Alpha beta as the LCM, so you get alpha square plus beta square. But you need to convert alpha square plus beta square into alpha square plus beta square. This is beta and this is alpha. So when I find out the LCM, what do you get? Alpha beta, so you get alpha square plus beta square. Do I know the value of alpha square plus beta square? No. So you need to convert this into alpha beta. So alpha beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta divided by alpha beta. Now can't you put all the values? Alpha plus beta is 7, alpha beta is minus 4 and alpha beta is also minus 4. Put the value and you will get the answer. Thank you so much.